Hi guys, it's Making Food Monday again, and this week is gonna be super special because this week's main ingredient is coming straight from my garden and I'm so excited. But today we're making stuffed peppers. So for today's recipe, we are going to be using some salsa, whatever kind you have works. This is just what I have. I've got taco seasoning and cheese, I've got corn, I've got potatoes, and I've got ground beef. And there seems to be something missing. We need to go get the peppers. There they are, guys. My beautiful purple peppers that I've been trying to grow. Time to take them in and cook them. There we go. And look guys, I found a special bonus, some garnish for the top of my peppers when I finished. Yummy! So I've just checked my pot to make sure that these purple peppers are going to fit in my pot, and I've discovered that I had extra space because these peppers are kind of small. So I went and harvested 3 more, the green ones this time. Now traditionally, stuffed bell peppers are made with rice and meat and couple of things thrown in there depending on the flavor that you're going for. Now these are going to be a southwestern flavor and they're not going to be made with rice. My tummy and rice do not get along, so I'm not going to use rice. I'm going to use potatoes instead, and instead of having to shred potatoes or cut them into tiny pieces, I'm deciding to use tater tots because they're already like diced. They've already got that little crunch on them. I think it'll just make a nice addition. So let's get started. Okay guys, the first step is to make this stuffing. So I'm gonna take my ground beef and I'm gonna put it right in the pot and get it browned. Now we're gonna turn this onto the, I have to plug it in. Sear roast is what I was going to say. Sear roast function and hit start. We'll go ahead and start getting that beef browned. And I think at the same time that I do the beef, because I buy beef that is low in fat, I don't need to drain that. So at the same time that I'm browning that, I'm going to save time by adding my tater tots right to the beef. That way they'll break up and just become part of the mix. And as you can see, I'm not measuring this, I'm just dumping some in. So there you go, about that much. Okay, so I'm gonna break this up and get it browned. Excuse me guys, gotta break that up. Okay, I'll wait till I hear the sizzle on that. And while I'm waiting for that to sizzle so that I can cook it down and get it browned, I'm going to prepare my peppers. Okay, so to get started, I'm just going to grab one of my peppers and I'm gonna cut right along the top of it to cut the green part off the top. Try to cut as close to that green thing as you can because you don't want to lose too much of your pepper. And then grab hold and pull it out. Now you'll get most of the seeds on here, but if you look down inside, you may see more seeds in there that need to be cut out. Now you can reach down in there with your knife and kind of cut out that little area and then dump or pull them out, whether you can get them out. And then that one more. That one looks pretty good. That one was easy. And then we just repeat with the next one and the next one and the next one until we get them all cleaned out. This one didn't grow with a flat bottom. That's so strange. Kind of cool looking, but interesting. Okay, I've got I'll turn that back on one more round. Okay, I've got my meat mostly browned. As you can see, the potatoes have actually disintegrated into the meat. That's exactly why I used tater tots, because I didn't want to have to worry about getting them small enough to actually fit inside the peppers. So I used tater tots because they would disintegrate and mix right in. We can start throwing more stuff in for the seasoning. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. use a full can of whole kernel sweet corn. Now you can also use frozen corn. That's what I would normally use, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use the canned. But you're going to want to drain off all of the liquid. So there's my corn fully drained. I can get it out of the can here. There we go. 1 can of corn. And then I've just mixed that up. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of salsa. You can leave the salsa out if you don't like salsa or if you can't have any of the ingredients. I just like to add that because it adds a little flair. Now that I've got that mixed and I've got it cooked, I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to remove the filler from the pot. At this point, before you take it out of the pot, you might want to give it a quick taste and make sure that it is to your liking. If you need more spice or if you need more salsa or if you want something else added, you can always add it now. For me, I think it's just fine right now. I'm going to take it out and put it into my bowl. Now your trivet, the little stand that came with your pot, you're just going to set it right down on the bottom. Be careful not to touch the sides because it is hot now that we've cooked all the food in there. We're just going to set it as close to the center as possible, and we're going to put 2 cups of water inside. There's 1. And there's 2. Okay, now I'm going to try to show you how to stuff 1 pepper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some cheese. I'm going to put the cheese right in the bottom of the pepper. Boop. There we go. Cheesy. And then I'm going to take a spoonful of my filler and put it down in there. Now you want to cram it in there as tight as you can. So go ahead and use some force when you're pushing it in there if you need to. Get as much of that in there as you can. Then you're going to leave some space at the top so you can top it with cheese. There you go. Again, go ahead and push that in. Want the top filled with cheese. And that's it, guys. That's how you stuff a pepper. Now we got to do more. There we go, guys. We're all loaded up. Our long, skinny guy with no bottom is in the middle. He's actually in the water, and I hope that doesn't cause a problem, but I don't think it will. I think he'll be fine right there. I'm going to seal this up. Oh, clamp on my lid, close it down, seal it up. I love that it sings to me. Okay, for this one we are going to choose soup stew, and I'm going to bring the time down to only 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, we should have yummy stuffed peppers for dinner. Hey guys, it just beeped. Now I'm going to take the pressure out manually. Ooh, those are really, really cooked. I'm so disappointed. I don't even know if I can tell you. I am so sad right now. They did not hold up at all. The recipe that I found was completely wrong. You should not leave your peppers in for 10 minutes. I should have known better. I thought when I read that, I thought, well, that sounds like a lot. They know what they're doing. Oh my gosh, no! They don't know what they're doing. My peppers are ruined. Guys, they're mush, and I can't even get them out of the pot. They just keep falling apart. You guys, I'm so sad. My beautiful garden peppers are ruined. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to fish them out and hope they taste okay, but with the 2 cups of water in the bottom of the pot, it is gonna be difficult to salvage this even. I am so sad. All of my good stuff is in this water. I'm so sad. There it is, guys. I am super crazy disappointed that it looks like this. But it's food and it's edible. I just don't know how good it's gonna be. Well, today's dinner is a horrible disappointment, but it is plated and I'm ready, so all I need now are my... Do it.
Guinea pigs! We're a choo-choo of a guinea pig.
Guinea choo-choo.
Guinea choo. Wait, guinea choo.
So, does it look good?
Yes.
You
Not
liars.
this.
You guys are not even good liars. Okay, I want to start out today by saying I'm sorry. I knew better than to leave them in there for 10 minutes, but that's what more than one recipe said. So, sorry they're cooked too much, but they still should taste okay.
Okay.
So, who wants to try first?
Me.
Okay, ready? Nano first.
Yes. That's good.
Did you taste the pepper or just the stuff on the inside?
Stuff on the inside. Try the pepper.
And I had the green first.
That's not a good face. Wah, wah. How many thumbs? 2? Alright.
That's good.
Alright, Mia, your turn.
Oh, I'm scared.
Don't be scared, it's okay. It just looks like dog food. It's not meant to feed dogs.
I'm trying to
Try the
pour
pepper.
with it.
Okay, try the pepper
Try the
though.
pepper part. 1, 2, 3, go.
How many thumbs do we get? How many thumbs do we get? Are you brave enough to taste this?
His food, of course. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So the stuff part.
Seriously.
Really good flavor. Okay, now the pepper. Bitter.
Yeah, it is.
It's mushy, but it's bitter. Ooh. Oh my, that's weird.
That's not good. Lame.
But
Lime.
How many thumbs do you give it, Dad? Lies.
no, I give it
Mine
the
turn.
stuffing.
Mine turn.
Really good. The pepper,
Mine turn.
unfortunately, didn't turn out the way you wanted it. Well, we wanted it, but it's not bad. Well,
Thank
you know, it's kind of bitter, so
You just don't want to say that it's yucky. Just say it. Just
It's
say it.
I don't think it's edible.
That's a lot coming from you.
No.
I think this kid got the luckiest shoot today. He's having leftover from yesterday. I think I might share his. Hey, can I have some of your dinner? How many thumbs do you get? That's what I thought. Darn it. I'm having yours. Aww. So I've topped it with sour cream here, which was my intention all along.
Not short.
I'm not sure I even want to taste this though, guys. It's so disappointing looking. Like, look at that, how washed out it. I don't know that I can even give it one thumb, guys. It's disappointing. So, if you make these, the pepper itself is not the problem. The time in the cooker was completely wrong. And I knew before I turned it on that that sounded way high. But I thought maybe there was a reason that you needed to cook bell peppers extra long. Because I saw in more than one recipe that you cook them for 10 minutes. So I went with that. Because I didn't know. I've made them in the oven, but I've never made them in the pressure cooker. So I went with the time that they said. And it was way, way wrong. So if you make them, my recommendation is to put the pot on 1 minute. That way it comes to pressure, it stays there for 1 second, you let the pressure right back out. Because these things would not have taken long at all. I think they had about 9 minutes too much. It's really, really way too much. So dinner was a complete bust, but I think I will make it again and I will fix it because I think it had potential. It just was way too long. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay.
And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now.